Hi, this is Rudy Jones of HamiltonStateBaseball.com. Welcome to the South Carolina College Baseball video recap for Tuesday, May the 13th. There are only 5 games involving state teams played on Tuesday, and 4 of them were involving Division I teams. But let's take a look at what happened in that other game. Down in Charleston at Patriots Point, Florence Darlington Tech was going for a berth in the National Junior College Athletic Association World Series when they played Harford Community College of Maryland in the championship game of the East District Tournament at Patriots Point. The teams had each won 1 game on Saturday up at Florence. Sunday's game was postponed. They moved it down to Patriots Point in an effort to try to get that game in, more of a better weather, I guess, better facilities as far as being able to drainage and things like that. Anyway, Harford was the home team in the game. They took a 1-0 lead. The Stingers went up 4-1 in the top of the third, but Harford tied the game in the bottom of the inning with 3 runs. Then Harford scored a run in the bottom of the 6th to take a 5-4 lead going into the 9th inning. And that's when some things started happening for the Stingers. The Tristan Strickland, led off with a single. Tanner Beckley hit a home run to put the Stingers up by a score of 6-5. Beckley's from James Island, so he's kind of playing pretty close to home as that goes on. Jackson Cionic reached on an error, moved to second on Diego Garcia's sacrifice bunt, and then scored on a throwing error to give the Stingers a 2-run lead going to the bottom of the inning. Harford did not go quietly. They got a run in the bottom of the 9th. They had 2 runners on before Mike Joyce struck out the final batter to end the game and punched the Stingers' ticket for Grand Junction, Colorado. It'll be the 4th trip for Florence Darlington Tech out to the Junior College World Series. First one is in 2017. They've also gone in 2021 and last year in 2024. The Stingers are 51-10. Harford ended its season at 50-10. Congratulations to Coach Preston McDonald and all of his players and coaching staff for that great win. Devin Mitchell, by the way, had a double, a run scored, and drove in 2 runs for FD Tech. Tech will be finding out its destination as far as time and opponent later on this month. The first team to punch their ticket to the Junior College World Series a little bit earlier before the Stingers was Florida Southwestern, which won its district down in Florida. And Florida Southwestern happened to beat FD Tech twice in a tournament down in Florida to begin the season. So the Stingers will have a little bit of familiarity with them. Anyway, good luck to Florence Darlington Tech. I know they'll represent the state District 10 and Region 10, very well. How about in the games involving Division I teams? Well, also down in Charleston, after the Stingers got through celebrating, College of Charleston beat USC Upstate by a score of 7-5. That was the 7th straight win for Coach Chad Holbrook's Cougars, who are now 32-19. They're finishing the season in pretty strong fashion. Ethan Platter was 3 for 4 with a homer, a walk, stolen base, a run scored, and 2 RBIs. And Alex Lacoste, who is the reigning CAA Freshman of the Week, also had 3 hits for the college. USC Upstate fell to 30-23 as it had a 6-game winning streak snapped. Up the road a little bit in North Charleston, or Ladson, if you will, Travis Elliott drove in 7 runs with a single and 2 homers, and the Citadel beat Charleston Southern by a score of 15-8. Pretty good day for Travis Elliott. In his previous 156 games with the Citadel, he had a grand total of 1 home run. He had 2 today. Not too bad. Congratulations to him. For the Bulldogs, they are now 28-23. Charleston Southern is 26-19. Also for the Citadel, Garrett Fulmer had a single, a homer, and drove in 4 runs. Down in Orlando, UCF scored 6 runs in the 7 runs in the first inning, and 11 in the 6th inning, and beat PC by a score of 22-5. That handed Presbyterian its 11th straight loss. As the regular season finale for the Blue Hose, who are off from Big South Conference play this weekend. They have the leagues bye. There are an uneven number of teams in there. PC fell to 17-33. However, they can qualify for the Big South tournament if USC Upstate wins either 1 or 2 games against UNC Asheville this weekend. So the Blue Hose will be pulling for the Spartans in this one for sure. And in the final game of the night, it was quite a finish in Columbia. Winthrop took a 3-0 lead, a couple of solo homers by Josh Skoronski, and one by Ethan Wilson. South Carolina was having trouble doing much of anything. Then all of a sudden, in the bottom of the 8th inning, they're down 5-1. The Gamecocks score 5 runs to go ahead 6-5 and hold on to win by a score of 6-5. Bo Hollins had a 3-run double to cap the inning and put Carolina's 6-game losing streak to an end, put them back above 500 at 27-26. Winthrop also fell to 27-26. For the Gamecocks, KJ Scobie had a single and a home run. Henry Casmar also had 2 hits. And in what could be seen as a good sign for Carolina, possibly for the LSU series this weekend and the SEC tournament next week, Ethan Petrie did get back in the lineup. He did not get a hit. He showed a little bit of discomfort maybe when he struck out his last at bat in the 8th inning. They did put in a defensive sub for him in the 9th, maybe just as a precautionary measure. But I'm sure the Gamecock fans will be buoyed if he gets a chance to play again over the weekend. But again, that's it for the state's scoreboard for Tuesday. There were only 5 games played. Again, the winners were FD Tech, the Citadel, South Carolina College of Charleston, and PC was a loser to Central Florida. You can follow news and other updates about teams in the Palmetto State at palmettostatebaseball.com. That's my website. You can follow me on X under the handle of Palmetto Base, and I'll be trying to get previews ready for the final regular season weekend. This weekend, 9 of the state's 10 Division I teams will be playing, and important weekend for several of them when it comes to seedings and where they're going to be set up for the conference tournaments, which begin next week. Anyway, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com saying thanks for watching. Have a great night. Jesus loves you. Good night.